midfield. Matlu's getting stronger and fitter since his long injury layoff. Pule Modi and Wandile Duba also keep their places, but for the rest, unchanged. This free agent side has no one who's played at the top level. Two Nigerians in Ubona Igidimba in goal and Said Adebayo in the middle of the park. Skipper today by Tulani Tladla, who was in the multi-choice Diski side at Mamelodi Sundowns previously. Refereeing team is headed by Mr. Msimele Mabutu, based these days down in Cape Town. Brian Kanyaho and Simon Mahlangu are our two linesmen for today's encounter. Now, tactics. William Shongwe has been hard at work trying to figure it all out.
No real out-and-out striker for Kaizer, but there's about 5 players, Mark, listen, that can play in the attacking phase of the game. That includes Duba, Mfundo, Modi, Motlo, and Ngobo. All these basically can play in short spaces to navigate past what would be expected to be a low block that free agents are going to create. And the free agent as well, realizing or acknowledging the fact that Kaizer is a big team, they'll be setting that low block, meaning that they're playing with 4 in that middle of the park, which includes Adebayo, the number 8, and Motloiwa, the number 74 in that middle of the park, and 3 at the back and 3 up front. And they'll be hoping, obviously, that somehow they'll be able to contain Chiefs for the most part.
Well, we look forward to this cup encounter. Orlando Pirates going through earlier on today, the defending champions. They beat Richards Bay. Mamelodi Sundowns, who were the runners-up last season, are also in. No Nazruddin Nabi on the bench today, of course, serving his suspension. So Khalil Ben Yusuf takes over at the head with Cedric Kaizer as assistant. Right, he'll be up in the stands, Coach Nabi, and will certainly be communicating down with the bench and passing on his advice. Well, what a big afternoon it is for this side. Their coach, Nigerian Olatan Oladeru, who's been in the media spotlight over the last couple of days, has had an interesting press conference on Thursday in Johannesburg. Chance to talk again to Lerato live on Supersport just before kickoff. Wonderful opportunity that might be a once-in-a-lifetime one too. Let's hope for him, though. There are more opportunities to come later on. This is a free agent side kicking us off, and in the white colours with a blue trim, attacking the goal to the right-hand side. And looking, of course, William Shongwe to make an immediate impact.
Taking the game into the attacking phase with a long pass from deep. And I think they're not going to bother too much with the build-up play, because they know the high press of Kaizer Chiefs can be very dangerous. And so I think the long passing game will be a part of their strategy this afternoon.
Neatly done at the back for Chiefs by Ngobo. It's good to see him working his way back from long-term injury. George Matlo, we've mentioned already, also getting more and more game time. Both of them making their recoveries at the end of December, having 1 or 2 substitute appearances in the last month or so. De Klokwe at the back, partnering with Inacio Miguel for this game, giving Dortley a little bit of a break. He's on the subs list. And here come Chiefs looking to get the first attack going. That might yet go for a corner. Cleverly done there by Matlo.
You said it's good to see him back. He's a player with great quality, but unfortunately the injuries have kept him out of the starting lineup for Kaizer Chiefs. And hungry, of course, and looking to impress the coach. And since he got back, he's been seeing quite a number of games to his belt.
Lebogang Selo was the defender who got done there by Matlo, giving away the corner. Now let's see if they whip it in somewhat belatedly, and overstruck as well for Ignacio Miguel at the back posts. Seemed to be a little corner routine there, which maybe needed a bit more polish on the training ground.
It's the power that he applied into into the kick, has put it in the hope that he was going to land a little bit into the center where there's quite a congestion of players. And when that happens, even if the player that is clearing it, because of the pressure created, it doesn't clear too far. It allows a possibility of a second ball.
Polokwane City were winners earlier on today as well. Mamelodi Sundowns, despite a little bit of a scare last night, Chippa United winning the all Betway Premiership clash against Golden Arrows away from home yesterday. And of course, we kicked off the Nedbank Cup first round on Friday with victory for Marumo Gallants over Pretoria Callies. Foul here. Also good to see some of the front runners and the big names from the second tier from the Motsepe Foundation Championship into the second round. Durban City, who are doing so well on the table, the former Maritzburg United. And of course, Cape Town Spurs, who've had some positive results of late. And Baroka. Now, nice little turn, cross into the middle, evades Duba. Expertly played in by Pule Modi. It's a good opportunity today for Modi just to remind everybody of his capabilities. Shot on the outside of the foot, strikes the upright.
No, I think it is. He got it with the outside of the boot, sliced the ball a little bit, and it spun away from the goalkeeper, and still decent shot from some range. Yes, the spin is what maybe took the ball away from being on target.
Ngobo looking, as we've mentioned about Mordi, to see if he can't get his way back into the Kaizer Chiefs first team. There are places up for grabs given results of late, just 4 wins in their last 10 matches for Chiefs. So some good performances today, despite the quality of the opposition might be persuasive. Ngobo last with a goal against Richards Bay in December of 2023, so it's more than a year since he's found the back of the net. And that one was pretty close to breaking that duck. Now Mashiane, that's offside.
Frostlight is on the right hand side as he tries to overlap. Maybe the lack of pace for Mfundo to play that ball. In fact, it looks like he was still pretty much on line there, Clayton, with the central defender putting him on. Sometimes the positioning of the official on that far side, depending on whether it's on the a little bit to the left or to the right, and that doesn't help him picking up the angle right.
5 minutes gone, Chiefs have struck the woodwork. This is the kind of game where you want to get 1 or 2 early goals and just put the results beyond doubt as quickly as you can. The longer the amateurs, free agents continue to have a stake in this game, the more confidence that they will get. Mart takes that away. A little back heel. Now Frosler joins the fray. Mart's in the middle here. Mashiane here on this left-hand side. Also going to be interesting to see the physical strength of the amateurs from free agents. Frosler, left-footed shot. Dragged that in nicely. Confident looking catch from goalkeeper Ugona.
Very impressive. First of all, his positioning and how calm he was to put it into the basket, and immediately he puts it on the side of his body to say, hey, you got to give it a little bit more if you think you're going to beat me. That is basically making a statement.
On target though from Reese Frosler.
He cuts into the inside. That shows the ability of his left foot just as strong as his right.
Now trying to weave something in the middle here with skipper Dadla. Up front to Nelson and Globo, who's their top goal scorer. This free agent side playing in the 3rd tier in the ABC Motsepe. They're in the Gauteng region. Struggling a little bit near the foot of the table. They've played 17 league games this season, won only 5. They are sitting 13th out of 18 teams in that Motsepe ABC League, which is led at the moment by Highlands Park.
Maybe just to go a little bit further, if saying Gauteng, sometimes people are wondering, we haven't heard of them. Asteros in Pretoria is where they play, using the municipality structures to be able to train.
You remember the last team from Eersterust in this level of football, William?
Pretoria City.
Well, 100% correct. Which then became Supersport United, of course.
Indeed.
Pretoria City, the late Ingle Singh was a leading light there, one of the early Kaizer Chiefs players. Now, goalkeeper's in trouble here. Needed a bit of assistance for Motlwa. Kaizer Chiefs have it very quickly back in circulation with Mashiane on the left. Novo back to Mashiane. Now the ball into the middle. The service has been a little bit poor. It's still in play with Frosler. Vilakazi finds Mart. Now in Novo. Mashiane. Oh, that's lovely. To the byline, he'll get the corner. Good sliding tackle in the end.
Maybe a little bit slower in cutting it back. He had a time, and he obviously got that second touch, and which I think he didn't need. The cutback could have been perfect. There was quite a flood of yellow or gold and black shirts running into the area. But Kaizer, the recycling of the ball from the left to the right, listen, is actually helping them to put the pressure on free agents. And they might not be scoring right now. As much as they keep them chasing like this, listen, come the 60th minute.
Keeper punches away.
That's where the real impact of this ball position from Kaizer will come into good effect. But you want to be taking some shots, creating some goal-scoring chances, even if you don't score them as now. But you know, at some stage, the legs will give.
Now Mart. Vilakazi strikes. Wide to go. Crowd on the other side for a moment thought they'd gone in the back of the nets. Belated cheers before they realize that's off target. I suppose the players realize it's an opportunity today to beef up your numbers and your stats in terms of goals. Doesn't matter who you're playing against, you score them in recognized competition, they all count.
That's what you say. So many goals in all competitions. Whether you score them from whatever or against which team, it doesn't really matter. I'd love to say, yeah, it definitely beefs up your stats. And good shot from Mfundo, which is how he scores goals from. That is his range, listen.
Novo. Mashiane flags up for offside. A little worrying how Kaizer Chiefs are being caught here. That vital pass just coming that fraction too slowly.
He's been on the front foot for the most part, creating the real width. That's why most teams play with inverted wingers in today's era, because we got these dynamic fullbacks that are always ready to push forward and create the width. So you cannot have the attacking winger and the fullback at the same place.
Tomorrow, of course, is a all Betway Premiership clash. Two top-tier teams against each other in the first round of the NedbankCup. Live coverage from Polokwane, the old Peter Mokaba Stadium. Sekhukhune United hosting Cape Town City.
It's not on target, but it's a great shot. It's a great attempt, which of course will also bring or give a little bit of confidence. You know, you got to be able to see at least the sight of goal. And that puts you in a position where you can actually make an attempt of a shot.
Mart. Maklo out wide. Now Ngobo, that left foot of his. Diklokwe. Mordy's waiting deep out on this left-hand side. Not chasing too much free agents, possibly know that physically they might not be as fit as the professionals of Kaizer Chiefs, and therefore try and conserve a little bit of energy. Not sure that's been part of their planning, but they seem to be chasing too much and pressing too much, although their nice little press sees Kaizer Chiefs win the throw-in.
But most importantly for Kaizer Chiefs now, if the team is going to sit in that fashion, you've got to try and create a little bit of a width, which is why we're seeing Frosler penetrating on the right-hand side. We're seeing Mashiane on this left-hand side. So you've got to force them at least to make some movement to the shifting part of the game of the defending team.
Now the quick counter, and you see Ignacio Miguel dealing very strongly there with the challenge up front of Adebayo. Foul here on Mordy, committed by Selo Klabitwa, and the referee's just having a little word with him. Now, how much did he actually catch the Kaizer Chiefs man there?
It's not on the knee.
Knee on knee.
Yeah.
Now, rare bit of possession here for free agents. You would have heard their story in the build-up this week. A club originally designed as an outlet for players who were out of contract, were looking to play some football to keep themselves fit, maybe try and force down a deal somewhere. Now back inside, nice little work from Mordy again, looking for Duba, and referee says goal kick. There's a similar idea actually in England, William. There's a free agents FC there as well, where I think it's at a little bit of a higher level. They don't actually play league matches, but they play a lot of friendly games, and it's really top players who've run out of career options, have been perhaps forgotten a little bit, get a chance to play regularly, keep themselves fit, and often scouts are down there just looking to see if they can still play. Do they have something to offer? There's Nazruddin Nabi sitting in the press area, which is somewhat unusual.
Looking stressed.
Yeah.
It's all, coach, you want to be inside, you want to be in the field or on the side of the pitch to be able to dish out instructions, get involved, and that can be very frustrating to see things and that you won't be able to communicate them immediately.
Sent off, of course, in the post-match melee against Golden Arrows, sitting out the Sekhukhune victory last Saturday in Durban. Some strong challenges coming in here. Maklu does well, just slowing it down. Was under a little bit of pressure there from Tiro Musweo. Now, what's the ref going to do here?
Just the talking to.
Musweo again, and I think apologizing. That first challenge there coming in from skipper Dladla.
And another. Initially, Chiefs had the advantage, which is good refereeing if you allow play to continue.
Diklokwe.
Between the three youngsters in the starting lineup up front, Duba is the one that is expected to play a bit more central. At least he's not the biggest of strikers, but he's strong. He's stocky. He can shield the ball very well. But it's the movement. In this type of game, when you're going to play a team that sets a low block, you need more movement in that area. The players that can manage the pockets of spaces in front of them.
Well, they set up a few chances for themselves in the opening 10 minutes or so, did Kaizer Chiefs. It's gone a little bit quiet now. They are circulating the ball around, but maybe those box penetrations could be picked up a little bit if they are to deal very quickly with free agents and set themselves on course for the next round. This is going to fall here for Modi. Pule Modi has the opener. It's taken 18 minutes, but Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead. And it all came from Bruce Vuma. And you can see the goalkeeping department like it very much.
Who says the goalkeepers are there only to catch the ball? Obviously holding the first few moments that they held a very high line. Bruce sees the opportunity and plays it long. Look to it right at about the center line. The defender first to clear, and Modi's at hand through anticipation, and the goalkeeper didn't have much. A great first touch in front of him, lobs it beautifully over him.
Over Kabelo Moloi, one of the youngsters in the side, who misses the header here. At this level, those kind of mistakes are fatal.
Just before he jumped, he seemed to stumble a little bit. That's where he fell short and couldn't execute the jump to. Even heading it back would have done the trick.
Now, here come free agents looking to make maybe an early answer here to conceding the first goal of the game, and Moloi involved in winning that free kick. Pule Mode back amongst the goal scorers, and profiting from a wonderful ball out from Vuma. He got 4 league goals last season for Kaizer Chiefs, did Modi, none in cup competition. This is his first of this campaign.
Going direct for goal, Jason. And this is what Bruce Vuma has to deal with. That ball can get over the wall, and there's a good chance it can still drop. So he's got to be alert and ready for a direct shot from there.
Tiro Musweo is one of the 2 players over the ball. The referee just wants to sort out the wrestling that's going on there with Adebayo and Duba.
Duba.
Well, whatever the referee said didn't work. Now let's see what free agents can do with their first set-piece opportunity of this game. Comes 20 minutes into the match. As William suggested, long-range effort. And, well, the less said about that, the better, I think. Over the top from defender Tato Mokate.
Yeah, one of the wing-backs. But you see, playing with the wing-backs, that means the 3 in that center of. But if you bring back the wing-backs, it means they're, for the most part, defending with 5 because they're on the back foot. Wing-backs work when you have the ball going forward. They haven't had much of the ball.
NedbankCup, of course, very important for Kaizer Chiefs in their bid to finally get some silverware. 9 seasons at the start of this campaign without a trophy, and well, you'd have to be a hard-pressed supporter to believe that they're going to be involved in the league tussle in this campaign, although we're still a long way from the halfway mark, or we're coming towards the halfway mark, I should say. So it would be foolhardy to write Chiefs off in terms of the league, but this really must be the competition that they believe is best suited to their ambition of finally winning a trophy again. 2015, and the league title was the last one that they lifted. And last year, of course, a very disappointing first round exit at the hands of second division Milford on penalties after a goalless draw and extra time here. Ugona Igidimba is the goalkeeper, one of two Nigerians in the lineup. The other striker up front, Said Adebayo, who will stay up on the halfway line and look for opportunity on the counter should it fall. But for the rest, everyone back trying to help out as Kaizer Chiefs deliver the set piece. Curling in as well, good strong header coming from Ndlovu. A couple of players who've been in multi-choice Disky Challenge as it was then, or the DSTV Disky Challenge as it is now. Some of them have played in the NFD for clubs like Pretoria Callies. Now, Chiefs looking for number 2. Some desperate clearing in the end from skipper Tulani Dladla.
A little bit isolated at the time, as he picks up the ball here and he cuts into the inside, but he's looking for option. Unfortunately, he has to pay attention on the ball. He didn't have the chance to look up.
Now the cross and the clearing header coming from Okate, only as far as Modi. Little chip from Modi, they're looking for Duva. That's a fairly spectacular clearance away. Ignacio Miguel, Vilakazi with a shot on the full volley and well over the top.
There were better opportunities. Maybe desperation caught up with him, with the pressure mounting on him, closing him down, and they opted to take a strike. But if you look at the environment where he was in, maybe roll the ball a little bit backwards and recycle it some more.
This goalkeeper had a spell at Jomo Cosmos, who are still going strong in the Motsepe League. Looking to win back promotion to the NFD, the Motsepe Foundation Championship.
And of course at Cosmos there was another Nigerian goalkeeper, William Okpara Jr.
But would he be Nigerian?
His father is Nigerian.
I think Junior surely must have been brought up and
yeah, in South Africa. Yes, yeah.
Probably wouldn't be registered as Nigerian.
See, now let's go to the Home Affairs to try and get that cleared out. But all I know is that his dad is Nigerian.
His dad could play, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Nice first touch, Frosler. Vilakazi. Chiefs looking for number 2. Little combination not working out. Chance to turn here for Musweu. This year in the NedbankCup, we just watched this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Modi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and finished with aplomb.
All the players played a very big part, and I thought Dubai had a chance to go for glory himself, but you see, being able to scan your environment and see he's in a better position too. And Modi also, I think, did his part by faking the shot, which threw the goalkeeper and the defenders alike. That's brilliant. That's him with the pass and he finds the wall. That's a beautiful roll across the face of goal to find Modi. He could have actually taken a direct shot himself, but realized that the defender and the goalkeeper were all filing into the same corner. That's the calmness that Chiefs has missed in front of goal. I think you'll do your stats and discover that the Chiefs throughout the season has been one of the most creative in front of goal in as far as creating chances, but they've not been able to take them. And their efficiency in front of goal has been missing. That has been their biggest challenge.
Well, 2 sharp finishes here from Modi, and Amakosi lead 2-0 now. Chance for them to get a good score on the board. Well, they might take some heed from last night's match where Mamelodi Sundowns were 3 goals to the good, and then all of a sudden found themselves leading by only 1.
It is called taking the foot off the pedal. Sometimes when it's too easy, the attitude changes. You drop your guards, as we look at coach of free agents, yeah. And I'm a little bit disappointed, Christine, I must say, because when you talk about free agents, I expected to see a whole lot more some of the Premiership players that don't have contracts featuring for this team, but it's not the case.
Well, I think that was the idea in the beginning, but obviously
yes.
Now that they play in the league, you need to have players registered on contracts, etc. And it's no longer a club for players who are looking to keep themselves sharp.
Yes.
While they await an opportunity somewhere else. That's gone. Just the name remains behind the idea. Frosler looking for Mordi. Keeper's out. Keeper's in trouble. Mordi. Oh, he lays it. Oh, that's poor. That is so poor.
He had no business throwing that ball further to Mashiane. I mean, Modi himself, once he breaks through, his goal was open. Roll it side-footed. I can tell you what
he's going to score a hat-trick. That's the first incentive.
He's not left-footed. That's the problem here. I think he would have had a better chance to just roll it with his foot the first time.
But what was Mashiane doing with that touch?
He's another that maybe didn't have presence of mind of just how far down the line has he gone.
Mashiane did well to make space. Now that's where you finish it. I suppose the keeper on top of him.
Nah, still. But Mori, like you said, the hat-trick already, you'll be on it.
Well, I think they'll be a little bit embarrassed about that. We are going to have a little bit of a water break now, it would seem. Oh, there's an injury
to the goalkeeper.
To the goalkeeper. And Coach Ben Youssef, angry with Modi, put the ball in the back of the net. I think he might have a case, is what you're saying, William.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I thought having scored 2 goals, that's the first thing that will come to his mind. But like I said, for me, the easiest foot to be able to take it first time would have been the left. But now he turns it around to his right, and then suddenly there's a piece in front of him, and then he looks for the second option. You can see he's got his knee bandaged, the goalkeeper, so he's carrying an injury even before he came into the game.
You can see the assistant coach there of Kaizer Chiefs, Cedric Kazi, has an earpiece and presumably having a chat with the Chiefs coach, Nazruddin Nabi, and with the analysts who are filming the game. Nabi will be on the bench on Saturday for the derby. If you haven't heard, William, all the tickets have been sold out. No tickets available, not a single one for next Saturday's derby. Kaizer Chiefs against Orlando Pirates right here at Soccer City. And don't forget, unrivaled coverage as always on your World of Champions.
I was hoping to maybe get one so I can sneak in to come watch, but I was told it's a Orlando Pirates game, and unfortunately the Chiefs office doesn't have much that gets given to them. So the legends are screaming on Yusuf's ears, say, hey, you've done this before. This is the moment. And Yusuf is like, it's not our game.
Well, I mean, you do qualify to play for Orlando Pirates legends every now and then as well, William. Maybe you've gone with the wrong choice of late. Now, you're not getting tickets.
I'm going to start knocking on that door. Stanley might do the trick for me.
Chance now for Mordi. It's gone all the way through here, and Mokate came in with a determined tackle there. It was a good ball across from Vilakazi. Maklu plays it out wide. Mart, Nobo, De Clockway, Chiefs deep inside the opponent's half and asking for some more running here from Mordi. Challenge from Kabelo Sitoli. Mordi looking to square it. And the ref says a foul in favor of free agents. I think those lungs are already beginning to burst for some of these players.
Good play by Moody here as he turns the defender around. And this time he had the presence of mind to see that he's not going to squeeze it across. But cutting it back is the best option.
There was an earlier cross there from Vilakazi, which almost put Mordi in. He banged it crossfield, it slipped past the defender, and it was a good tackle from Mokate. Now back live again, here come free agents, chance for a goal here! Vuma makes the save. Disappointment up front for Selo Habitwa.
It's a good pass, and he took off nicely, kept himself onside.
It's a good pass square as well,
yes,
wasn't it?
There was very little that the first line could do there. They were way behind the action, but Vuma had to come in brilliantly. He makes a good block with his hands.
Brave goalkeeping.
Yeah. Now, that's another moment that maybe youngsters can be assisted to learn that going with your hands is the best option. Yes, it's a little bit risky because you get a chance to be smacked in the face, but that's what goalkeepers are there for. And Vuma went about the right way, spreading his hands a little bit wide. That gives you a better chance to make a block with your hands, unlike when you get stuck in with your feet.
Maklo, Mordi, run here from Duba, onside. Good ball inside to Mordi, sliding tackle. And Malloy makes sure it doesn't go for a corner. Mashiani now. Mart's got Vilakazi in his sights, space out wide for the teenager. Good block. That came in strongly from skipper Dladla.
He likes that angle, Vilakazi. That's where it opens up a little bit. He scored most of his goals coming from that angle. And this was one moment where he was trying to do the same thing here.
De Clockway. Duba and Mart, they're moving it around a little bit quicker now, Kaizer Chiefs. Mashiani being forced out a little bit now. This pitch has a few divots in places. You can see on that shot a couple of brown patches. It comes from the recent pop concerts they had here, Chris Brown and Green Day. And there's a lot of hard work ahead for the derby by the ground staff over the next 6 days to make sure the top is in perfect condition for the big match on Saturday. So you're basically saying, William Shongwe, you cannot get a ticket for the game on Saturday, even with Cool Cat and Shongwe and all of the fame and notoriety which you enjoy?
Listen, I'm still going to be knocking on some doors, and I'm hoping at the end I'll be able to get one. Yes, it's a big occasion. It cannot be missed. Yes, there's an option of just watching on TV, but on an occasion like this, you don't want to, leave it for TV.
No, you want to come to the stadium. But of course, if you haven't got your ticket and you can't, we will be providing some top-class coverage with lots of innovation and all aspects of the derby well covered by our team on the ground. In from Ngcobo, back post. Keeper got a little bit of a touch to it. Now, has he hurt himself in the process? I think he has. They might have to change him.
Yeah.
The backup keeper is Tsebo Shabalala.
He's clinging to that knee again.
Yeah.
The very one that is bandaged.
And Shabalala goes to warm up.
Whipped beautifully into the far post. Ignacio queuing from the back. He had to get attached to that ball, the goalkeeper. Did well to do so.
And as he goes down, was banging the ground in frustration, really. I think he perhaps has the realization he won't be able to continue much longer like this.
Pity Chavala. Sometimes as a goalkeeper, if you're starting as a number 2, it means your mind sometimes can be elsewhere because you think, you know, what's the point of worrying? And when you got called upon, you sometimes caught cold.
Oh, Ugonna might be out of here any moment now. You saw the coach there having a little chat with the physical trainer, who is Ayo Oluwafemi. You might remember him, William, speedy little winger who was at Jomo Cosmos, amongst others. I think he played at several top-flight clubs.
Yeah, remember him, very skillful, very quick.
There's space for Vilakazi there, but Ignacio Miguel goes for the longer ball, and Reeve Frosler, maybe they're not the best option there for the Angolan. Throw in to be taken by Lebogang Selo, ex-Highlands Park and Vaal professionals amongst his clubs. Not when they were, when either side was competing in the top flight, I might add. There's some big names, however, in the ABC Motsepe League in Gauteng, with, as we mentioned before, Highlands Park and Cosmos. Wits University have got a team in there as well. Supersport United have a side. They're at the bottom of the table, the under-17 team. But it's very competitive in the ABC Motsepe League, as free agents are finding out, with a fairly slow start to the season.
Knee might have been a problem. A little bit of a twist as it goes down. The leg seems to get stuck.
Yeah, Dube in immediate pain. And a challenge with Kabelo Malloy, and he too.
Aha, that's the knee.
Yeah,
that's where the problem happened.
Very experienced physio, of course, David Milner, rather. He's been there forever. Khalil Ben Yusuf, the assistant in charge today, with Nazruddin Nabi suspended, and referee says bring the stretcher on. Let's see if they can patch Duber up, or are we going to see the likes of Gaston Sereno perhaps coming on? Tebogo Potsane, Chivaviro up front. I see Tetwa also warming up, the midfielder.
Onim Fundo is completely not in the squad list at all, from the youngsters or from someone who have been regular arrested is the way they got.
Shabalala you're talking about?
That's right.
There's Coach Navi. That's basically standing up almost in front of our commentary position. We might have to go and tap him on the cap, William, and ask him to sit down.
With about 3 minutes or so remaining. an additional time.
So Duba remains off, but he is up on his feet, so he might yet be patched up and brought on. There you can see just for a moment on the left-hand side. In the meantime, here come free agents. And the Clockwork gets one in the stomach. Mokate apologizes. No malice meant there, I think, just the timing.
But also the header from de Klerk was a little bit low. And,
very slow, though, with the challenge, Mokate.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good for Duba. He was up on his feet, now he's down again. And Chivavado is going to go on. I think that's the message Nabi's trying to get across down to the bottom. Make the change, don't risk Duba.
Yeah.
Ranga Chivavado.
Now that's going to be the change in as far as how Chiefs are playing, because any of the young stars could find themselves into the attacking zone, but Duba was the more likely to be playing the top position. I mentioned his strength, but now a little bit more direct football will be a possibility for Kaizer Chiefs. Let's see if it will be a top or big striker who's can hold his own, can hold the ball, can play with his back to goal.
Frosler will find the Clockway. He's none the worse for wear after that little knock in the chest. This is Happy Mashiani and Pulemode. And Duba being stretched off down the tunnel now, we can tell you.
Chiefs will do well to hold on to the ball a little bit longer in preparation. No, it looks like Chivaviro has made his way in.
Chivaviro is waiting on the sidelines to come on. Chiefs down to 10 for the moment.
So
Mordi trying to get past Mokate. Now, can he get it square? Matlo in support. Mordi again. Support with Vilakazi. Matlo finds Ngobo. First touch was a bit heavy, but allows in the opportunity, and Vilakazi's in there. That's a good challenge coming in from Sitoli.
Oh, well, sets himself beautifully. Obviously, it was a bit tight. So there, I thought he had a chance. And again, instead of the pass, a shot would have been a great possibility. And at a time when the goalkeeper might have been slightly unsighted from with the players, defenders in front of him. But excellent work by Stwale.
You can see Igidimba Ogona Igidimba, the goalkeeper, remains on the pitch. Here comes Frosler, curling it in. Referee saw an infringement. The whistle sounded. Kaizer Chiefs are penalised, and free agents have a chance to get this ball forward. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Confirmation of the change enforced by injury. It'll be interesting to find out how serious that is for Wandile Duba. It didn't look good, particularly not in terms of the derby next weekend. Frosler, Miguel. Now the Clockwork pushing forward. Mashiani. Noble pass to Mordi. Mashiani inside. And was a good idea that he bounced the ball. Perhaps was a bit difficult for Matlu. Now Chivavado gives away the free kick. 4 goals this season for the big man. 3 in the league and 1 in the Carling knockouts. This is a chance for him to get those numbers up in this game. Oops. Well, maybe if Selo Klabitwa had kept up his run there, Vuma might have been in a bit more trouble.
Yeah, I think he gave up. It looked like Vuma had it all under control, so there was no way for him to keep chasing for a lost cause like that. That's why the better strikers, they chase for lost causes, and they get rewarded for that.
They turn lost causes into goals.
Yeah.
Frosler leaves it for Vilakazi, for Mat. 2 minutes of the 4 added on have elapsed. Here's Matlo. Offside. That must be really frustrating for the coaches.
Correct.
Very tight though. Now, turnover of possession. The pass inside from Mat, a little strong. Matlo. He has a chance from Globo for Chivavaro. It got stuck. Vilakazi. He was looking to control it first before firing away. Ran out of time and space now. Mordi, can he get a hat-trick here in the first half? Mashiani. Vilakazi.
Oh,
that's very poor from Mart.
yeah.
Just took his eye off the ball there for a moment. Can free agents end this first half on a high? Oh, they're moving it around nicely now. We can play football too, guys.
I think that is obvious, Marcus. They can play, but it's just that I think they got caught in certain moments where they're not like alert to the danger that is lurking around them.
Novo Chivavaro turns. Mordi's in there. Physically, Chiefs are losing a few battles inside that penalty area. Don't have a particularly strong line of big physical players. And I think the ref said that's enough now for the first half. So, no score until the 17th minute, and then Pulemori stepped up, scored twice, and Kaizer Chiefs comfortably ahead at the break.
Indeed, I think, but they should be even more up. I think they created enough to have at least gotten a third. And there were a few moments, of course, where free agent created a great moment, which the goalkeeper, Vuma, did save. So that's the danger for Kaizer Chiefs. When they're on the front foot, they're still got to keep their rest defense in place, so that when the action breaks, you can see free agents are a team that was looking to play in transition.
Now we head to half-time here at Soccer City. Kaizer Chiefs looking for silverware for the first time in a decade in this campaign, on course for the second round of the Nedbank Cup. It's 2-0 here against free agents. deal very quickly with free agents and set themselves on course for the next round. This is going to fall here for Modi. Pule Modi has the opener. It's taken 18 minutes, but Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead. And it all came deal very quickly with free agents and set themselves on course for the next round. This is going to fall here for Modi. Pule Modi has the opener. It's taken 18 minutes, but Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead. And it all came deal very quickly with free agents and set themselves on course for the next round. This is going to fall here for Modi. Pule Modi has the opener. It's taken 18 minutes, but Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead. And it all came deal very quickly with free agents and set themselves on course for the next round. This is going to fall here for Modi. Pule Modi has the opener. It's taken 18 minutes, but Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead. And it all came deal very quickly with free agents and set themselves on course for the next round. This is going to fall here for Modi. Pule Modi has the opener. It's taken 18 minutes, but Kaizer deal very quickly with free agents and set themselves on course for the next round. This is going to fall here for Modi. Pule Modi has the opener. It's taken 18 minutes, but Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead. And it all came from Bruce Boomer. And you can see the goalkeeping department like it very much. Free agents and set themselves on course for the next round. This is going to fall here for Modi. Pule Modi has the opener. It's taken 18 minutes, but Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead. And it all came from Bruce Boomer. Free agents and set themselves on course for the next round. This is going to fall here for Modi. Pule Modi has the opener. It's taken 18 minutes, but Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead. And it all came from Bruce Boomer. This year in the NedbankCup, we just watch this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Modi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and finished with a plum.
All the players played a very big part. And I thought
this year in the NedbankCup, we just watch this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Modi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and finished with a plum.
all the players played a very big part. And I thought
this year in the NedbankCup, we just watch this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Modi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and finished with a plum. This year in the NedbankCup, we just watch this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Modi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and finished with a plum. This year in the NedbankCup, we just watch this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Modi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and finished with a plum.
all the players played.
This year in the NedbankCup, we just watch this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Modi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and finished with a plum.
all the players played.
We just watch this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Modi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and finished with a plum.
all the players played a very big part.
We just watch this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Mordi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and finish with a plum. Watch this attack and a chance for Dubai, just laying it on for Mordi, and he's got number 2. Unselfish and played in by Pule Mordi. It's a good opportunity today for Mordi just to remind everybody of his capabilities. Shot on the outside of the foot, strikes the uprights. Played in by Pule Mordi. It's a good opportunity today for Mordi just to remind everybody of his capabilities. Shot on the outside of the foot, strikes the uprights. Played in by Pule Mordi. It's a good opportunity today for Mordi just to remind everybody of his capabilities. Shot on the outside of the foot, strikes the uprights. Played in by Pule Mordi. It's a good opportunity today for Mordi just to remind everybody of his capabilities. Shot on the outside of the foot, strikes the uprights. He played in by Pule Mordi. It's a good opportunity today for Mordi just to remind everybody of his capabilities. Shot on the outside of the foot. It's a good opportunity today for Mordi just to remind everybody of his capabilities. Shot on the outside of the foot. Body of his capabilities. Shot on the outside of the foot. Strike body of his capabilities. Shot on the outside of the foot, strike. Behind the idea. Frosler looking for Mordi, keeper's out, keeper's in trouble. Mordi, oh, he lays it. Oh, that's poor. That is so poor. Behind the idea. Frosler looking for Mordi, keeper's out, keeper's in trouble. Mordi, oh, he lays it. Oh, that's poor. That is so poor. Behind the idea. Frosler looking for Mordi, keeper's out, keeper's in trouble. Mordi, oh, he lays it. Oh, that's poor. That is so behind the idea. Frosler looking for Mordi, keeper's out, keeper's in trouble. Mordi, oh, he lays it. Oh, that's poor. Frosler looking for Mordi, keeper's out, keeper's in trouble. Mordi, oh, he lays it. Oh, that's poor. That is so poor. Frosler looking for Mordi, keeper's out, keeper's in trouble. Mordi, oh, he lays it. Oh, that's poor. That is so poor. Frosler looking for Mordi, keeper's out, keeper's in trouble. Mordi, oh, he lays it. Oh, that's poor. That is so poor. Frosler looking for Mordi, keeper's out, keeper's in trouble. Mordi, oh, he lays it. Oh, that's poor. That. He banged it crossfield, it slipped past the defender, and it was a good tackle from Mokate. Now back line again, here come free agents, chance for a goal here! Vuma makes the save. This slipped past the defender, and it was a good tackle from Mokate. Now back line again, here come free agents, chance for a goal here! Vuma makes the save. Slipped past the defender, and it was a good tackle from Mokate. Now back line again, here come free agents, chance for a goal here! Vuma makes the save. Disappointment, here come free agents, chance for a goal here! Vuma makes the save. Again, here come free agents, chance for a goal here! Vuma makes the save. Welcome back everyone to Soccer City on this early Sunday evening. Kaizer Chiefs playing against the Amateurs, free agents from Esterist outside of Pretoria. 2-0 the scoreline here in the first round of the NedbankCup. Pule Mori with 2 goals. He might well have had a hat-trick in the first half and completed a rather quick one too, but decided to play it in for Happy Mashiani, who missed from close range. We will have some changes now in the visiting side. Free agents are going to bring on 3 new players here in the second half. Gaston Serino is going to be coming on for Kaizer Chiefs. We have an update on Wandile Duba and his knee injury. Apparently it's not that serious, but they will be taking him for scans. Standing by to come on is Adil Mpumela, along with him Nkosi Similani and Duncan Sebola. A left back, a midfielder and an attacking midfielder. It looks like Tetwa is also about to come on for Kaizer Chiefs. Conversation there with the young ball boy, who's enjoying an opportunity to exchange some insider knowledge with the Ox. All these changes meaning a delay here at the start of the second half. Did you ever listen to those books at halftime when you were brought on, William? All of those instructions with the flip charts, is it actually going into your mind or not?
Unfortunately, I never was one of those to be brought in at any stage. I normally used to start the match, so I don't have the experience of coming in at some half. You can get somebody to share that experience, please.
We'll ask someone who played a little bit more. Looks like they're going to make a goalkeeper change as well. Yeah, Shabalala to come on for Igidimba, who certainly did look to hurt himself. So he's out. Muswayo is out, the defender. Molotwa, who was playing in the midfield, also pulled out. And here come the changes. Similani, Sebopa, Pumela, and the goalkeeper, Sebo Shabalala. Similani is the one player with a little bit of pedigree in terms of the fact that he was with Mamelodi Sundowns in the Diski side at one stage. But for the rest, the changes are young players who've never been further than the ABC Motsepe League. Now, Mart and Ngobo to be replaced by Tetwa and Serino in the midfield. William, what do you make of that for Kaizer Chiefs?
It's a good time to bring in Serino, who has been out of exchange for a while, and the spaces that the opposition will provide is what he can use to get himself into the groove. And for Serino, I mean for Mart, I guess
Tetwa.
Obviously in place of Mart, there's not a lot different from how the two players play, and I think it's just a question of tighten up the middle and bring fresh legs and getting everybody going. Remember, next week is a big game, so players cannot be left out too much with too much time and without game time.
Now this young goalkeeper Shabalala's had a couple of early touches. Something we can actually ask you about. How important for a young man like that to get an early touch? He looked very confident.
First of all, the halftime break, whereby the talking and the decisions for him to come in, he's had a bit of time. Sometimes when you get rushed from the bench, it can really get a bit difficult. But in his case, he's had the whole half to think about it, wind himself up, and then the first touch, just to get yourself into the groove with everybody that has started the game. It's very, very important.
Oh, another confident clearance from Shabalala. Mokate will have the throw-in on the far side for free agents. Chiefs with multiple changes coming into this match. They kept just 5 of the starting lineup from the Sekhukhune United League encounter, which they won 1-0 at Moses Mabhida in Durban last Sunday. And a busy month, of course, coming up for them with the derby this coming Saturday. Then AmaZulu at home. They're away in Stellenbosch on the second weekend of February. That's on the 7th. Tetwa's given away a rather silly corner there. SuperSport United also this month, or the month of February for Kaizer Chiefs. And if it happens, Royal AM. And then Mamelodi Sundowns away on the 1st of March. That's a huge game as well for Chiefs. So a real concentrated period now of back-to-back important games for the side, as well as, of course, of their bid to go as far as they possibly can in this Nedbank Cup. In the last 5 Nedbank Cups, closest Chiefs have come is the semi-final in 2023. Last year, of course, knocked out in the very first round by Milford. A couple of years before that by Richards Bay. Both of them at home as well. Now, there was a good little effort there from Mosweo to try and get his head onto that cross. But dealt with by Kaizer Chiefs. Modi Serino. And Sitoli with a clearance at the back. This falls fortuitously for Serino with a rebound. And he will try and take on this defense. Switches play, finds Frosler on this right-hand side. Frosler, a little chip for Chivamiro. Maybe a little too strong for the big man. And Tetwa, first touch.
Maybe a header for Chivamiro instead of trying to use his feet to control the ball. That, for me, even a diving header was a possibility.
Did mention Chiefs are the team who've lost the most to lower league opponents in this competition, and all of it really in the last 2 decades or so. That includes the cup final loss in 2019 to TS Galaxy. Started with Amatux. No teams from the SAB League have made it through to the first round of the Nedbank Cup this time. We usually do have 1 or 2 from the 4th tier of South African football. We've only got sides from the first 3 tiers involved in this year's Nedbank Cup. Free agents played against Crystal's team from the ABC, from the SAV League, from the 4th tier in their final preliminary game in the Nedbank Cup to book their spot here. That's the closest that a team from the 4th tier came. We've only ever had 1 team from the 4th division to have beaten a top flight side in this Nedbank Cup. That was when Vaal University of Technology, VUT, knocked Golden Arrows out in 2020. 2-all draw and then penalties. But we have had several ABC Motsepe League teams take out big top flight sides. You'll remember Dondol Stars against SuperSport just a couple of years ago, William.
Yes. And further,
Barocca were down in the what was then the 3rd tier, the ABC Motsepe League. I think it was called something else in those days when they made their name. That's offside against Adebayo. Got himself in a good position though in between the 2 defenders.
but it could be that maybe they allowed him to stray offside because you see immediately he held back his run instead of chasing just to allow him to stray offside. I'm talking one of the 2, the Tlokwe. The one that I seem to remember, which was massive for a lot of people, obviously, OBT College.
Yes, Maluti College.
Maluti College, yeah.
Big Kaizer Chiefs.
No, Orlando Pirates.
Orlando Pirates, 4-1, I think it was.
That's right.
Maluti FUT.
Yes.
That was the 3rd tier team. Last season in the Nedbank Cup, Premiership sides, only 2 of them lost to lower league opponents. Chiefs losing to Milford and Cape Town Spurs losing to Amatux. but for the rest, there weren't any major upsets, and there haven't been any so far. This is the 10th of 16 first-round matches. We have mentioned tomorrow Sekhukhune and Cape Town City live on your World of Champions. Now cleared away. Long-range effort was blocked there by Vilakazi. That should be a corner. Shot coming in from one of the substitutes, Sebopa. Third corner of the night for free agents, and all the way for a goal kick. Tuesday there'll be live coverage also from Polokwane in the Nedbank Cup, and we'll give you some more details on that in a moment or two. The match between Magesi and Supersport United being shown live on your World of Champions, Tuesday 7 p.m. Also on Tuesday, Stellenbosch against Kruger United. That's a streaming game. Amazulu against Mighty Eagles, looking to bounce back after getting a 5-0 thumping from Stellenbosch on Thursday. Foul against Serino.
A little bit rusty, I think, for now. And having been out of action for a very long time. But I still feel like he recovered very quickly for what would have been a rib injury.
Yes, well, there's a bit of conjecture about that, but the official line is a rib injury. Gaston Serino. Chiefs basically look to have cleared the treatment room. There's the likes of Michael and Morbo back, and augurs well for the second half of the league season, and all of those big matches coming up in February that we've mentioned, starting with the derby next Saturday. Good turn from Serino, looking to play the 1-2 with Chivavaro. This goes against the Kaizer Chiefs attacker, just as Maklo was looking to set something up.
Picking up the pieces is Serino with great skill. And I guess Chivavaro wasn't ready. He was caught flat-footed. He couldn't react quick as to get that ball under control. As you can see, ball bounced off his legs.
Just on 10 minutes gone in the second half. 4 changes at half-time from free agents. What do you think they were trying to do there? Just to maybe use the opportunity to give others a chance in the limelight and the big stage, or is he really looking to turn the game around?
Listen, the legs, I'm sure those players will have been able to express the feeling of those heavy legs growing. And the coach, obviously, you don't want to do it too early at the same time, because you don't know how things are going to turn out. Injuries and cramps and all of that. So 10, 15 minutes into the second half, and then you think, okay, it's time to, help those with heavy legs to transform them. Because it's the markings, the chasing that you need to still be at a high level. He's in the house.
But he was in Durban on Thursday. I think in Polokwane on Wednesday, Durban on Thursday. Told me he was going to be at the Callies game on Friday. I didn't see any pictures of him in the crowd when we watched that game on television at home.
He's probably heading for Polokwane then tomorrow.
Oh, 100%. And he'll stay there for Tuesday, and then he's got Bombela on Wednesday, because that's the last of the first round games. Galaxy against Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama these days playing in the 3rd tier, ABC Motsepe League side. That's a
didn't Stellenbosch buy their status? Or they...
That's correct. Vasco, you remember, had that one season in the top flight around the time of the World Cup 2010. Sibusiso Zuma
Yes, he played for them.
played for them a little while.
And then the following year, when they got relegated, Zuma went to Supersport.
Now Frosler has a little slip there. There's lots of work for the ground staff ahead of the derby.
Free agents have freshened up the team. Chiefs are finding it a little bit harder to play with the freedom that they had in that first half, and the progress into that taking third has since diminished a little bit. So that basically for me is credit to the changes that they made. They can compete a little bit in that middle now.
It looked fairly convincing in the first half hour with those 2 goals from Modi, and I thought to myself, well, maybe we're on for a bit of a goal fest here this Sunday evening. And credit to the amateurs from Yesteris, free agents, who are holding Kaizer Chiefs at bay, making them look rather ordinary at the moment.
And this is the type of games that you can use to build your confidence. They've struggled quite a bit, and if you're playing against a young side, that's where you want to perfect your art, improve your game, build some confidence. And that, unfortunately, in the second half is quite gone out of the window.
Well, the foul count is up to 18. That was also contributed to a bit of a slovenly start here. Down goes Vilakazi, no foul there. Now Adebayo is all the way back offside. Excuse me, that's Adebayo up front. That clearance came from Ndlovu. Now Mtetwa. Pass cut out. And a little chase down the line here for Sebopa. Vuma to clear, up to Frosler. He's beaten in the air by Pumela.
Free agents have stepped up their game in many ways. The line.
Foul on Chivavaro. First yellow of the game is going to be given to Similani, the former Sundowns junior defender.
Yeah, he's holding, clearly.
And then runs across the back of Chivavaro too, clipping his heels.
So to show that free agents have done very well, talking about stepping up their game. They're not holding that low block like they did in the first half. That's why they've shifted a little bit higher. Now they're making it difficult for Chiefs to build from this middle because they've done that. Yes, they're exposing themselves to quick counters, maybe leaving too much space, but it's working right now. Chiefs can't even get the ball to where they can hit them.
An hour gone at Soccer City. Kaizer Chiefs still 2 to the good. Serino and Vilakazi are the 2 players over this free kick. Vilakazi with the left foot, curls it, produces a save out of Shabalala. He can go home and tell them about tipping Vilakazi over the top.
This very decent. That was dropping right behind him. He needed to make that decision, and it was coming a bit too fast for him to set himself for a catch.
Now, ball inside. Miguel has scored. Ignacio Miguel with a header. Suspicions of offside. He looked across at the linesman. He wasn't sure himself. But the goal has been awarded.
it's a moment. It's a weakness. The time that the defensive line had decided to push forward in the hope that he will be left offside. But I think when that happened, the ball has already left the foot. This is going to give us a slightly better picture. Listen, that for me has an offside element in it. He stayed behind. Yeah, the call, the defense, they really shifted in time. They did.
Well, while we're watching this, there is a red card that has been shown to one of the protesting players from Free Agents. They have been surrounding the referee, protesting, and it looks as if it's Adebayo, the striker, who has said something too much, and as a result has been sent off. So, to add insult to injury, an offside goal is given to Kaizer Chiefs, and then they lose a player too. No, not offside, William. Look at...
What do you mean? That is way offside. There's just the head, the ear, the shoulder, the right leg. That is, if anything, if a line is to be drawn, those will have been left out of the line into the offside.
Down to 10, unnecessarily leaving his team in the lurch, Adebayo, with an over-vigorous protest. And so Kaizer Chiefs now with everything in their favor. Ignacio Miguel with a second goal of the season. One in the league, which was against Amazulu in September. Now, can they gloss up the scoreline, Chiefs, in the final 25-odd minutes with this one-man advantage? Vilakazi looking for Modi.
Lack of anticipation from Modi. As Vilakazi was trying to cut into the inside, he looked into the far post and he put that ball into space where Modi should have anticipated to say it might end up here.
Possession given away by the Angolan.
Happy for my club.
Now Serino. Looks for Mashiani to cut inside. Sitoli is the defender. It'll be a corner here for Kaizer Chiefs. Ignacio Miguel forward again, looking for another. Takliwane Diklokwe joins him. Curler from Serino, that's a nice catch.
Well read.
Throw in for Chiefs. 25 minutes still to go. Free agents down to 10. Well, it should be a fair coasting now for Kaizer Chiefs. Tetra, too strong.
Weight of the pass.
Gladler winning the free kick. Wearing the captain's armband today.
Very helpful with information, Gladler. Obviously, it's almost been there since beginning of the coming together of this club.
Ball a little bit strong there in search of Sitole, who's playing it right back. He has experience in the NFD with Pretoria Callies previously, 3 seasons in fact. We did mention the goalkeeper played for Jomo Cosmos when they were up in the NFD at one stage. Was also at Kaizer Stars. That's the Nigerian goalkeeper Ikidimba, who went off at half-time. For the rest, it's a novel experience for the vast majority of these players from free agents. Opportunity to go to Soccer City for many of them for the very first time. Frosler forced to find Vuma, keep the ball in play. Well, I suppose, William, now it's all about the draw. Who will Kaizer Chiefs get next in this competition? But this is the one they surely must be targeting there at Naturena. Operation NedbankCup must be high on the agenda for the club. Just to get some silverware back into that trophy room. It used to be full of all of the cup trophies. Cup kings of South African football, that's still undisputed. No team has won as many cup trophies as Kaizer Chiefs in their 50-odd years. But it's been a long wait for their fan base.
Longest. Never used to be a case of Chiefs going for even a season without a cup. In the past, it was a question of how many cups are they going to get in one season. But that has since changed dramatically.
Shabalala is down. Surely he doesn't need, or surely not cramping this early on in the game. Remember, he is their sub-goalkeeper, so that's the last choice for the coach, Olaitan Oladeru. Well, while we're waiting, let's remind you of the goals in today's encounter. Pule Modi got the opening one on 18 minutes. And then unselfishly got a second set up for him by Dubo. Later went off with injury. And then some questions about Inacio Miguel and whether he was onside or not for that one.
He's still on the fence, eh?
I think he was onside. But I don't think the viewers want to hear us arguing. So you've made your point, I've made mine. We'll call it a draw. We'll leave it to the experts.
Okay.
Taboko Potsane, another who's on his way back from injury. Young Shabalala looks to be okay. No, Morty's going off. No hat-trick for him in today's encounter. Actually, William, it's 3,550 days today since Kaizer Chiefs last lifted a trophy. 3,550 days.
Wow.
The Nedbank Cup will be big. Chiefs on course for a second successive clean sheet as well. A tough win they had over Sekhukhune last Sunday. Certainly gave them a big boost in terms of their positioning in the DSTV Premiership. He has a chance now for a third. Crossed the face of goal, but cleared away. Good work almost immediately from Potsane. He wants to get stuck in there.
Now, let's take a quick look back into that run. If a player runs to the byline, Marcus, yes, the possibilities for a cutback, but somebody surely must attack the goal line. And not a single Chiefs player has made that run.
Dadler forward. The skipper wants it back. Here they come, and his offside is Sebopa. And afford to make those mistakes. There are not many opportunities for free agents. I think that one a little bit clearer. There's Potsane back with Mtetwa, Chivaviro, Sereno, Matlo, Gaston Sereno, surely offside against Vilakazi.
No doubt.
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not.
He's so quick.
Wow.
He is so quick.
I'm telling you, that replay certainly exposed us. I mean, it looked very obvious.
I thought he was miles offside.
Yes.
He's so quick. $15 minutes still to go in this Nedbank Cup tie. Surely Chiefs have got to try and give the fans a bit of entertainment now. All this passing around is not going to produce the goals that I think the small crowd has come here for on this Sunday evening. And they can do this in the rondos before kickoff.
But also, you're 100% correct. These are the moments where you try certain things like the passing game. Yes, you want to strike the ball, but do it with speed, because you're doing it in search of space to play the ball. If it's done with a little bit of speed, then you can catch the defenders off guard and be able to slash the ball through. But if it's done like you're walking in the park, then there's no real benefit for the team.
Well, he's been busy since coming on, Sebopa. Ball across. No one there to test Vuma. Looking for some consolation here, free agents.
Are there no ball boys here? Oh, there are, but they're taking forever to bring the ball in.
That's going against rather frustrated Sereno. Although I don't think I've ever seen Sereno agree with a refereeing decision. Shabalala finds Sitole, the 27-year-old former ex-Cali's man. Marcelo Klabitwa been nice and busy. Yeah, you can see the sentiment of the crowd is give us some more goals. And I think those watching too at home would want some more attacking flair from Kaizer Chiefs. There's still a good 30 minutes or so, plus stoppage time, to add to the emphatic scoreline. Now, Sebope played for Platinum City Rovers previously. He's looked nice and lively since coming on.
Yes.
The number 3.
Indeed. Bit of energy, fresh legs. Always does the trick.
Chivavaro. First touch was heavy and the pass was inaccurate. Now he's got a chance again. Set something up. Potsani will play this out wide. It's frustration up front as Mashiani fails to deliver. Chiefs have made 4 changes and they've been warming up all of the other players on the bench, so there's one more slot available for Nazardine Nabi and Khaled Ben Yusuf to change, should they so desire. Now Serino, good run here from Frosler, good challenge at the back as well, coming in from Similani. Last change to be made by the visiting side. Neil Mokoshi will come on. Klabitwa will go off. Mokoshi, another player with a little bit of NFD experience, was at Platinum City Rovers last season, team that got relegated. Played quite a big part in their campaign, has almost 50 matches in the NFD, the Motsepe Foundation Championship, so he'll bring a bit of experience on in these closing stages. Can he make a difference? In the meantime, Vilakazi to Mtetwa. Serino. Good clearing header again from Similani. He's impressed since coming on as well, the centre-back. That's good work from Mashiani.
Something for you to work on. Unfortunately, most of the Chiefs midfielders, when they get the ball, they make the side passes.
Vilakazi now with goalkeeper Shabalala, who keeps it in play.
Great goalkeeping. Came risky. Vilakazi had a chance to just lob that ball over the goalkeeper. And I was just talking about the midfielders of Kaizer Chiefs. Unfortunately, they don't play 20 balls, but I know there's a moment where you're trying to just keep the ball. But if it comes to Serino, he thinks one way. He's one of the few players at Kaizer Chiefs that has changed the game plan. He's the one that plays more forward passes. He's always looking for the killer pass to connect with the attacking player. And I feel like a bit more or two of those kind of players, then we might see more opportunities created.
Well, if they're looking for a little bit of a boost ahead of the derby, I'm not sure that Kaizer Chiefs have achieved that here this evening. But job is done, though. The first priority, obviously, to win a place in the second round of the NedbankCup. Satoli battling with Mtetwa.
Brilliant. They're able to come out with that ball in great fashion. No matter the amount of press that she's applying, they've kept ball possession.
Well, this would have been a great experience for free agents. Stolen away there by Matlu. Now Chivaviro. Well, that's the difference at this level, William. You make a mistake, you get punished.
They got very comfortable. They did it, they got away a few times, and that sometimes can be a problem. And a little bit of the press, eventually she's got the ball on this side, and Chivaviro perfectly positioned to turn and be face-to-face with the goalkeeper. The rest defense was not a part of the free agent defensive line. Even if you're on the ball, then you're going forward, you're still going to align yourself. Should the action, should the build-up break down, are we going to have enough bodies to slow down the attack?
All credit there to Matlu, who made the steal, set up the pass, and was a good finish as well for the big man up front.
This time he didn't just blast the ball, he placed it. Oh, great steal, and the pass from there.
I'm sure Matlu is going to make the lineup for the derby. He's looked really good since his return from injury.
He's a quality player.
There's a bit of competition in that department with the likes of Blom and Mart, maybe even Zwane.
But Matlu is not a part of the defending part of those midfielders. He's the creative. He brings the creative juices in a little bit more forward position. It maybe forms a part of the 2-10s in a double by.
Now Putsane, he did the right thing there, just trying to take a bit off the pass and lay it into the path of Vilakazi. In the end, it was just a little bit too strong. Maybe there will be some entertainment here in the final 5 minutes or so, after all, for the Chiefs fans who've made the effort to come out on this Sunday evening.
Legs are giving in, ball position given away cheaply.
Yeah, there's been a lot of ball chasing from free agents. But a day to remember for many of them. You see Bradley Cross standing by to come on as the final change for Chiefs. Cross looks as if he'll be replacing Frosler. Now, drag back here for Chivaviro. Serino wins it. Serino, some lovely skills. Still Serino. Oh, that would have been magic. Well, that's what he can bring.
It's a still first, and then he makes good progress. He comes in, defender slipping on the ball slightly, and he steals it, he picks it up around the defender, and it was really there for a chance for him to slide it past the goalkeeper. I guess too tempting to look for who's inside for a cutback.
Now a chance again for Chiefs. Matlu on this occasion putting it wide. He deserves one for his contribution in today's encounter. Mashiani's going to be coming off, and Cross will be coming on. Final change for Kaizer Chiefs in the last 4 minutes. Well, he should have been on the score sheet, had been Mashiani, but a good contribution on the left-hand side. Cross has been the first choice in that position so far this season. Now, Serena could have let that go for Cross, who was making a good run down the left-hand side. Here is Sereno. Says to Cross, you get on your bicycle, pull the defender with you, and I'm going through the middle here in search of Matlu. Vilakazi wins possession. Matlu back again, too strong from Vilakazi. Play on here, says the referee. Here comes Gladla to Ndlobo, and Vuma there first to deny Sebopa, who was offside again.
Yeah, miles.
He's got the bit of the Nomveti about him there, William.
Well, just make sure that you don't bump into him anywhere else. He's probably listening anyway.
He's a nice guy. 2 minutes plus stoppage time. And we hear just 2 minutes to be added at the end of the 90. So 4 to go here. Kaizer Chiefs booking their place in the second round of the Cup, that's for sure. Orlando Pirates are there, Mamelodi Sundowns are there. Big names already into the second round. Now, Chivavaro, Matlo. The pass was a little strong. That should be a corner. No, he can't argue that, surely. We could see from here it went out for a corner.
Yeah, since McLeod looked like he was caught a little bit, or that stretch maybe, or was it from the defender?
Now watch here, William. This is, there it is, well over. He knows it. And then he still argues. Taken short by Chiefs. Vilakazi. Good running on the overlap from Frosler. Dragged back into the danger zone. They'll settle for another corner. That's a routine, obviously, they've worked on.
A little bit more of intensive. The intensity of the passes and the movement in the attacking phase, for me, is more like what Chiefs needs to perfect. In as far as what they're hoping to do come next week.
Sereno, Frosler, high ball, they'll settle for another corner. No chance to make it 5 here tonight. Anyone in the free agent side impressed you, William, that you might say this is a player that could well be picked up by a club in the Motsepe Foundation Championship, for example, or even in the Betway Premiership?
I'm not sure about Adebayo's age, but for me, I liked his aggression in the attacking phase of the game.
Bobbing around there, they're looking for a penalty. Instead, it's a free kick in favor of free agents.
In a team that maybe hardly made their way forward, but if there's a player who frequently showed signs of aggression, yes.
Oh, hello.
But the ball, the hand was like tight to the body, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Minutes of the 2 has elapsed. 60 seconds remain for Kaizer Chiefs to try and get a 5th. Presume they're just going to play this out here at Soccer City and settle for progress in the Nedbank Cup. And then it's all eyes on the derby. Next Saturday, live coverage on your World of Champions, of course. Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates head-to-head right here at Soccer City in front of a full house. It's going to be a special occasion yet again. So what would you give Chiefs out of 10 for their performance today, William?
Maybe 6 maximum. Yes, they've got 4 goals, but I feel like this is a game. This way you want to show your class. They should have dominated a bit more. Yes, the position was good, the entries.
Sereno over the top. But to be fair to Chiefs, job is done. And it's
Yes.
never easy against these unknown teams.
That's why a 6 for that extra point for the job done.
Final whistle, Kaizer Chiefs into the second round of the NedbankCup. And we have one or two rather foolish youngsters running onto the field in celebration. Well, what a evening it's been for many of these players from free agents, and a chance to rub shoulders with some of the big names that they will be reading about and following on television. Your thoughts on the 90 minutes, William Shongwe?
It is always an opportunity for the young players who comes from the small teams, of course, to rub shoulders with the professionals, and inspiration. That's what it takes for them just to see themselves amongst these players, and that will basically set the dream forward to say, hey, I can do it as well. And that's why this cup is called the Cup of Dreams. And I hope some of these youngsters will have caught the dream going forward from here.
Sotoli on the right-hand side was impressive. Former Pretoria Callies man. I thought Seboppa did well in his cameo performance in the second half up front. Maybe caught offside one or two times too many. We're going to hear from the coaches shortly. From Khalid Ben Yusuf, who is acting as Chiefs coach, as Nazruddin Nabi sits in the stands, suspended for this game. Nabi, of course, back for the derby on Saturday. So the focus now will be intensely back on the Betway Premiership and the big game to come at the weekend, but we can confirm for you progress in the Nedbank Cup for one of the giants of South African football. The undisputed Cup Kings are into the second round, 4-0 winners.
Well, it is Amakosi at home that moved to the next round of the Nedbank Cup. Nedbank Cup, Iona Yarona. I am now joined by the man of the match in this encounter, and it is George Matlo, giving a solid performance today. George, what a journey it has been fighting through injuries. I just want this interview to be about the personal perspective, working your way back. Last week you gave another top performance. Today was another one.
Yeah. It's a bit emotional for me. It's really been a hard journey for me. It's not easy to be out of football for 9 months. So I'm grateful to my medical team and to the coaches for believing in me. It wasn't easy for me, but I thank God that He gave me strength. And here I am today playing again. And thanks to my teammate for always helping me to be the judge that I know.
I want to give you a moment because one understands the importance of these games. Yes, people look at it on paper and think it was against a side in the lower division, but for you to be able to play the whole game, that really meant a lot.
Yeah, it means a lot because of we went